Before we go any further, I'd like to introduce our new sponsor, Slaughterhouse Bookies. These guys are going to be given $1,000 sponsorships as awards from now on to our Knockout of the Night award. So please place your bets with Slaughterhouse Bookies. They're going to be doing a lot of good things for here at WCC. Anybody who gets a Knockout of the Night award for the future is going to get $1,000 thanks to them. They'll be sponsoring New Blood Begins. All right, moving on. Saturday night we'll have another great WCC event held at Patty O'Malley's. We'll be having New Blood again, WCC V. 2 big championship belts will be on the line in our heavyweight division and our 145-pound division, as Don Cheadle and Fire Asher both have to put their titles on the line and fight tonight. But first, let's review our New Blood tournament for the 145-pound division. Here on screen again, our brackets for the 145-pound New Blood tournament. In the top bracket, Nick Demetrio will take on Jeremy Steele. 2 fighters, also inexperienced, but come from great managers. This should be a great fight. We're looking at a very balanced matchup. Nick Demetrio comes into this fight with a little more hype. We'll see if that has any bearing in the ring tonight. Also in the top bracket, Dan Gable versus Les Paul. Gable and Paul each winless, lossless fighters. Never have stepped into the cage. Both their WCC debut and professional mixed martial arts debut. Obviously, I have a one-sided fighter in Les Paul coming in with a brown belt, looking to take the game to the ground with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Gable, a much more balanced fighter. We'll see who wins out tonight. In the bottom half of the bracket, Stan Still versus Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman looks to be the better fighter in this matchup, as odd as that seems. Both these, again, in their professional MMA debuts, but each have a little experience in boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, well-rounded fighters. And then also Yahiro Zabu versus Giant Salvador. This is a matchup that we're looking to see if will still happen. Zabu has a fight tonight, I believe. If he's going to be ready to fight on Friday, then, on Saturday, he'll fight. If not, Giant Salvador will have a new opponent. 145-pound division is blown up thanks to this new tournament. I think from now on in the future, if any divisions are needing to be bolstered, this is how we'll do it with these 8-man tournaments with new fighters, bringing in some great new talent from some great managers, and looking to make a great card tonight despite inexperienced fighters, because we'll have great fights because of them. Also, Fire Asher versus Hal Long in a big title fight in the 145-pound division. The winner of this matchup will be involved in some very big fights coming up in the future, with a possible fight against our 155-pound lightweight champion, Juan Escobar, who may be moving down to the 145-pound division to face the winner of this fight right here. Also, the winners of the New Blood tournaments in the 135-pound and 145-pound division will be winning the opportunity to get a title shot. So Fire Asher, How Long, Juan Escobar all play into this, who these New Blood tournament winners are going to get to fight and for what belt. Also in the lightweight division, Gaddafi John Jelani, who just came off his loss to Juan Escobar, will be facing Todd Gunther, who, despite a loss in a previous fight in a very controversial split division, won the rematch in Destiny, and now gets to be a contender, fighting John Jelani. If he can win, Gunther definitely puts himself at the top to be fighting for Escobar, or could that title become vacant? We'll see. In our main event for the WCC Heavyweight Championship belt, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, managed by Dilbo Bildo, and sponsored by Mary Jane's Medicinal and Syndicate Drugs, your WCC champion, Don the Don Cheadle. And our challenger, fighting out of the red corner, managed by Tony Montana, sponsored by Convicted Clothing and MMA's Best Nutrition, Vladimir the Iron Hammer Drago. These two fighters enter the ring 6-1 and 6-2 respectively, both former champions who have lost their belts and are looking to regain. Cheadle here in the AFC when it was the Assassin's Fight Club, Vladimir Drago back in St. Petersburg as part of the Operanik Fight Club. Now fighting here in Los Angeles and looking to win the championship belt from Cheadle after his last few wins. This fight could be great. Both these fighters are very evenly matched, blue belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, both pretty good boxers. These guys are both well-rounded fighters that complement each other, and we should see a great fight. Both these fighters have proven they can win on the ground, by decision, by KO. Great fight here tonight. Should not disappoint the 700 fans that show up tonight as we blow up another arena. That's your recap, folks. Moving along, talking about the future that's going on in World Championship cage fighting here around the world. We will be having international super fights coming soon between our international branches. Big stuff to come, so all the champions here in LA, you will be getting to fight on a worldwide scale very, very soon. Next week, WCC 6 New Blood continues. We'll have the semifinals from both the 135-pound and 145-pound divisions go on October 25th, 2009. Also, the 135-pound champion will be decided when Jack Merle faces Oscar Diaz. Also, Kevin Angelou and Wanderlei Civil will fight off big 7-win fighters here, big top fighters in LA. All kind of big stuff going on here in the WCC. WCC TV Wednesday Night Madness. If you're enjoying the show, enjoying the program, make sure and PM me and let me know. I'm sure enjoying doing it. We'll be doing this again every Wednesday. This was our inaugural event. I'd love to have more contributions from people. If you have the ability to record audio or video and would like to send in interviews for your fighters, want to send in your picks of the week, anything that you have to contribute, artwork, we'd definitely love to have it come here and be on the air. Also, other organizations, companies, sponsors, if you want to be featured here on WCC TV, PM Mac McNulty, we'll get you up on the show. I know there's other big orgs that we'd like to promote the fights of. YB Soul, if you're out there and want to be on WCC TV, give me a shout. Anybody else that wants to send any kind of contributions, we would love to have it. Thanks again for watching. I'm your host, Mac McNulty. Brought to you again by Syndicate Drugs out of Rio de Janeiro, Hell's Ball Fightwear out of Helsinki and Los Angeles. Good night.